June 22, 2018 7:10 p.m. Updated June 22, 2018 10:35 p.m. Scroll Staff Share Tweet Email Reddit Print Share Tweet Email Reddit Print FIFA World Cup by Scroll Staff Published June 22, 2018 7:10 p.m. Updated June 22, 2018 10:35 p.m. Eames 49, Musa 75, Musa self-styled prophet wants $2,000 to pray for Nigeria's World Cup glory. Read after Croatia drubbing, can Argentina still qualify round of 16? Read Group D updated scenarios. The 2 goals Iceland conceded today will hurt them in the final round of matches. They are now -2 while Argentina are -3. Argentina will need to beat Nigeria in the final round of matches to have a chance of going through. If Iceland also beat Croatia, it will come down to goal difference. To make matters even more interesting, remember the last round of matches are all played at the same time. FIFA World Cup Trophy, at FIFA World Cup, June 22, 2018 FT. Nigeria win? Stay alive. Nigeria win? Keep Argentina alive. It's not all over for Iceland either. The last round of matches is going to be epic. Game sparked to life in the second half and Nigeria showed that they have an attractive edge to their game when the mood takes them. Well played. The Super Eagles are finally flying high. 96 minutes of added time. Nigeria in complete control here. 83, disaster. Sigurdsson misses from the spot. He hits it over the bar. Damn, that is a sucker punch. Just when Iceland thought they had a chance, their experienced star has missed. 81, VAR works in Iceland's favor. Penalty given. Iceland have a lifeline. 75, Musa scores. He scores again. Nigeria are almost certainly going to get a win here. Wonderful move, superb pace and strength. Iceland gone off to sleep here. 72, Balogun's header goes just over the bar. A good rhythm to the game now. Both teams playing with much more freedom. 66, Moses is making all the right moves. His run resulted in the goal and now, he unleashed another good shot. This is good stuff from Nigeria. His shot went just over but the intent is there. 59, shot by Ndidi, takes a deflection and forces a save out of Haldorsen. Whatever Nigeria were told in the dressing room at halftime has worked. It sure has. 56, nothing like a goal to spark a game to life. Good response by Iceland. They want to level this as quickly as possible. What a goal at Nigeria. 49, GOAAALLLLL. Iceland caught on the break, brilliant run by Moses, and then even better control by Musa. His first touch was class and then his finish was even better. Wonderful strike. 46, and Nigeria have a shot on goal. Imagine that. The entire first half, they had nothing. They need to go forward with much more purpose. HT sub as well. Ado goes off, Ibuahi comes on. HT, the story on Nigeria's half. HT, Nigeria had just 2 touches in the Iceland box during the first half. They kept trying to cross the ball in. HT, 6 attempts on goal in the first half for Iceland. Nigeria have had just 2. Not too much quality on display from both sides. They will need to be better if they want to win this. While we are talking about Argentina, Nigeria also need to win, draw here to keep their World Cup hopes alive. 45, Iceland go close. Good-looking ball in from a free kick and it took Finnbogasson's thigh on the way out. It was very close. 38, Nigeria have had more of the ball in this match but they have for some reason decided to play the long ball game. When they do go forward, there is no pace or creativity. Musa has been getting stuck in every once in a while Moses has had a couple of good runs but that's about it. If anything, Iceland making the better plays at the moment. 26, the final ball has been lacking quality from both sides at the moment. Martin Keown believes the Icelandic players are struggling in the oppressive heat. Yes, because not one of them had ventured out of their ice caves before today's game and are dressed in reindeer fur. Rich order, June 22, 2018-23, still goalless but the game has been played at a good pace. Entertaining but neither goal has been majorly threatened. 19, a gritty battle being fought mostly in the midfield for now. No side in the ascendancy for the moment. This has been a very even contest. After the initial spark, Sigurdsson seems to have got lost a bit. But he is the key. 14, the first Viking clap of the evening is done. If it doesn't lift Iceland, nothing will. For number nerds, around 4% of the Iceland population is in the stadium today. 11, watching Nigeria and missing JJ Okocha. They just don't have the same kind of skill set now. Very fit, very strong, but the likes of Okocha made them such a joy to watch. Still 0-0, 7, first corner for Nigeria. Nothing came out of it. Still early days, both sides looking to settle into a rhythm. If Gislason scores today, I wouldn't at all be surprised if his Instagram skyrocketed more than it already has. Both on target. Iceland looking good as they go forward. 1, we are a go now. Both teams need the points. This should be fun. Bigger question for most football fans around the world though, will Argentina survive this match? If Iceland beat Nigeria, they will have 4 points to Argentina's 1. Messi and co will need a win in their last match to get to 4 and hope Iceland then lose to Croatia and they score enough to have a better goal difference than Iceland. If Iceland and Nigeria draw, the World Cup debutants will be on 2 points and Argentina will need a win in their last match to reach 4 and hope Iceland draw or lose against Croatia to remain static. If Nigeria beats Iceland, Argentina and Iceland will both be on 1 point. Sampaoli's men will still need a win in their last match and hope that either Croatia beat or draw Iceland so that the Nordic nations tally doesn't increase. They would essentially have to better Iceland's result in their final match while improving the GD as needed. If Iceland lose to Nigeria but beat Croatia in the next round of games, Argentina will need a win in their last match and hope to have a better goal difference than Iceland. Coach Gernot Rohr has brought in Ahmed Musa, Kelechi Iheanacho and Kenneth Omero in place of Odion Ayalo, Abdullahi Shehu and Alex Iwobi. Iceland like to sit deep and hit on the counter, but the Nordic nation will know that a win will almost assure them of a place in the last 16. They just might choose to be a bit more adventurous today. The temptation will certainly be there. Iceland coach Heimir Hallgrímsson has changed his formation to a 4-4-2, from the 4-5-1 he used against Argentina. Bodvarsson comes in, and Halfredsson is out. Nigeria, Uzoho, Omero, Trustakong, Balogun, Moses, Idibo, Mikel, Ndidi, Adowu, Musa, Iheanacho. Iceland, Halldórsson, Saversson, Arnason, Ragnar Sigurdsson, Magnusson, Gislason, Gunnarsson, Jiffy Sigurdsson, Bjarnason, Bodvarsson, Finnbogason. Nigeria have lost their last 3 games at World Cup head-to-head. The only game between the two teams was a friendly match in 1981, which had Iceland walk away with a 3-0 win. Hello and welcome to the live updates of the Group D match between Nigeria and Iceland at Volgograd. The world is still reeling from Croatia's stunning win over Argentina last night. Now, the two-time champions are staring down the barrel of a group stage exit, something that was unthinkable before the start of the tournament. On Friday, many remained stunned by what had happened. The result was Argentina's worst at a World Cup since being dismantled by Johan Cruyff's Total Football Dutch side 4-0 on a thundery night in West Germany back in 1974. The Super Eagles started this tournament on a poor note, putting in a tepid display while going down 0-2 to Croatia. Meanwhile, Iceland showed heart, character, and desire as they held Argentina to a 1-1 draw. Hope we have an enthralling encounter today, with inputs from AFP. Support our journalism by subscribing to Scroll here. We welcome your comments at letters@scroll.in. FIFA World Cup. FIFA World Cup 2018 football. Nigeria vs Iceland. Sponsored content by published June 14, 2018, 11:39 a.m. Share tweet email Reddit print. Share tweet email Reddit print. Why do we love watching movies? The question might be elementary, but one that generates a range of responses. If you had to visualize the world of movies on a spectrum, it would reflect vivid shades of human emotions like inspiration, thrill, fantasy, adventure, love, motivation and empathy, generating a universal appeal bigger than of any other art form. I distinctly remember when I first watched Mission Impossible A. The scene where Tom Cruise suspends himself from a ventilator to steal a hard drive is probably the first time I saw special effects, stunts and suspense combined so brilliantly. Tristy, 30 beyond the vibe of a movie theater and the smell of fresh popcorn, there is a deeply personal relationship one creates with films. And with increased access to movies on television channels like the channel's tagline, "Leap Forth," is a nod to the exciting and inspiring role that English cinema plays in our lives. Comparable to the pizzazz of the movie premieres, the channel launched its logo and tagline through a big reveal on a billboard with Spider-Man in Mumbai, activated by 10,000 tweets from English movies buffs. Their impressive lineup of movies was also shown as part of the launch, enticing fans with new releases such as Spider-Man: Homecoming, Baby Driver, Blade Runner 2049, The Dark Tower, Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle and Life. Edgar Wright is my favorite writer and director. I got interested in filmmaking because of Hot Fuzz and Shaun of the Dead. I love his unique style of storytelling, especially in his latest movie Baby Driver. Sidant, 26. Indeed, movies can inspire us to leap forth in our lives. They give us an out-of-this-world experience by showing us fantasy worlds full of magic and wonder, while being relatable through stories of love, kindness and courage. These movies help us escape the sameness of our everyday lives, expanding our imagination and inspiring us in different ways. Movie World is a window to a universe that is full of people's imaginations and dreams. It's vast, vivid and populated with space creatures, superheroes, dragons, mutants and artificial intelligence, making us root for the impossible. Speaking of which, the American science fiction blockbuster, Ghost in the Shell will be premiering on the 24th of June at 1 p.m. and 9:00 p.m., only on. I relate a lot to Peter Parker. I identified with his shy, dorky nature as well as his loyalty towards his friends. With great power comes great responsibility is a killer line, one that I would remember for life. Of all the superheroes, I will always root for Spider-Man, a poor 21. There are a whole lot of movies between the ones that leave a lasting impression and ones that take us through an exhilarating 2-hour-long ride. This wide range of movies is available on the exciting movies available on